financial and industrial resources to the Entente alliance. Britain not only made a long war possible by helping France to survive the loss of its industrial heartland to German occupation, but it provided the coalition with a huge advantage. The Triple Entente had at its disposal 3 times the output as well as 5 times the population of Austria-Hungary and Germany, enabling it to absorb even severe military setbacks and making victory highly probable in a long conflict. Moreover, Britain radicalised war, for it fought differently from the continental belligerents. As the world's premier naval power with control over its sea lanes, coaling stations, and underwater telegraph cables, it used economic warfare proactively as a means to strangle its enemies. With Britain's involvement, the conflict ceased to be a purely military affair. Instead, it became a grinding attritional conquest that assailed whole communities and turned civilians into targets. Helmuth von Moltke had foreseen and greatly feared this new model of hostilities, even before his appointment as Chief of the Prussian General Staff. Okay. The next war, he wrote in 1905, will be a long, arduous struggle. No state would capitulate until its entire national strength was broken, and the victor too utterly exhausted. This new conflict would be, he predicted, a people's war. Okay, so was me trying to read that really quickly and really badly. So yes, I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. Okay, so here we go. This is what I was talking about. So we have a very good commander here, Mr. Below. We can see what their plans are, which is good. We can try and counter that. Let's see. So we've gone for wave assault again. Basically, what that does is that counters that. So if they do the counter march, we will gain massive bonuses. So let's go for it. We need this. We need Zurich. I'm confident in victory here. I mean, the circle is well in our favour. I just think it's the amount of resolution time I've set for the options. I could probably try and change that, but not well. Okay. Now we've been reinforced as well, and they've been reinforced, but I'm pretty sure this is turning in our favour. Come on, I need this. Right, German victory. So we lost 19,000 men to their 28,000, 130 cavalry for their 100. We did lose guns, which is not too good, but we'll take that. 25,000 men. Oh, good. That's actually quite nice. Okay. It's very interesting how this game is modelled, by the way. I mean, like, you can see the Ottoman Empire here in the Middle East, the, well, oceans of the East there. It's quite, quite involving. It's a very interesting map. It's probably what causes some of the performance problems as well, due to the way the game works. Maybe different theatres that would be accessed remotely would be quite nice, but oh well, I do enjoy this game. I think it's a fantastic little game. Well, when I say little, it's not really little as it comes in Great War. Assuming our plans do not go awry. Okay, 13,000 French. Should be able to deal with this fairly easily. The cohesion bonus will definitely aid us more than anything in these first months. Well, in the first month anyway. Okay. We annihilated that French contingent. Oh, we will do. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Annihilate them. What I want is I want French forces to come down here, which is really good here. It'll soften the amount of forces that we're facing on our front, okay. Oh, so this was the assault on the fortress. Fantastic. Okay, we are facing the Serbians over here. I definitely should have sent them. Oh well. Oh dear, we are losing quite a few forces there. We'll have to definitely deal with this Serbian force. Oh, Austrian victory. That's okay. It's very dubious what the game classifies as a victory at times. It's like, I don't know if I'd call that a victory. I don't know. I suppose it's just because the Serbian army failed to dislodge the Austrian-Hungarian army from the area. Which would make sense. Okay, so I need the fleet to escape. That would be fantastic. Um, our submarine should have arrived in the North Atlantic shipping box, or the blockade box, which would be quite nice. Okay, the German fleet has arrived. I am proud that we did manage to sink quite a few of the French ships anyway. That's going to help us. I mean, the French will not be able to replace those ships very quickly. Ah, we are bombarding Malta. Oh, wow. 13, okay. So I think this is pretty done and dusted. Their cohesion and just morale in general must be just gone. This has taken longer than I wanted. I was hoping that we'd be able to take some of these towns on the first turn, but that is obviously how warfare goes. But by turn 3 is obviously okay. As long as we take the town, we can move on. That's what I need. Okay, the town is ours. Or the city. 12 men versus 171,000. Right, the Battle of Zurich, so Zurich is ours. Bombarding Malta once again. I did send the German naval forces in the east to bombard Saigon, so I should probably send them to Africa or to Europe. The British will have such a presence in the east, but then again, they may not do, so we'll see what we can possibly do. Hopefully we can pull off some shenanigans that could help our war effort. That would be the dream. Oh, okay, wow, that really, that did not go well. Yeah. So, we found the British fleet, apparently. Oh, my God, look at all these dreadnoughts. uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. We're going to need more submarines. But I imagine the British fleet was in Scapa Flow. Oh, fuck. That went badly. Oh, hello there. So we sunk some light cruisers. Fantastic. Oh, we're doing some damage to the French Navy, which is always nice. Excuse me. Ideally, I'd like to sink British and French transports and try and disrupt any effort for them to send forces abroad. That would be nice. I would love Italy in the war as well. If we could bring the Italians into the war, that would definitely swing it a hell of a lot in our favour. We'd have troops to attack the south of France and central France at the same time. Oh, god damn it. Okay, here we go. Some more French forces into the slaughter. I'm very pleased that we managed to take the fort as well. That was fantastic. Okay, 500. Ooh, bugger. This is not good. Right, we go for a balanced plan. Ah, this is going to be painful. Or is it? Oh my god, could we potentially win this? Are they going to have reinforcements? If they don't receive any reinforcements, I'm feeling confident. We do have the numerical advantage on them. Which my men have thrown away! Oh my god! Screw that one! Screw that! Holy shit! Okay. We did manage to inflict some losses on them. We inflicted more losses than we sustained, so that's good. But we need to get the fuck out of there. We have an army of 300,000 Russians bearing down on us, which is which is obviously terrifying. But the thing is, if they go deep into Austria, we could cut off their supply lines, try and drain them of supplies. That'd be quite good. Hopefully they could try and assault the main fortresses. If they fail, they'll take horrific casualties. Their cohesion will be shot, and we'll be able to make a good go of it. We need another Tannenberg. Hopefully we'll get another Tannenberg this turn, as I did use the Hoffman decision, didn't I? I do apologise for that sound. It's kinda weird why it does it. I don't know. It just, I don't know what that means. Okay. North American fleet has arrived in Strait of Gibraltar. Excuse me. So the British have sent more ships into the Mediterranean, which is not good. Not good at all. I think after this turn is finished resolving, I will bring the session to an end, as I honestly do not want to keep coughing, and just speaking aggravates my bloody throat at the moment, which is not good. I don't want to annoy you guys. I want you guys to be able to enjoy this game without me dying in the background. So, yes, we'll see what resolves at the end of this turn. And I would love to know what you guys think of actually. Well, think of this game actually. And would you like to see more? What do you think could be done better? What do you think could be your future ideas about what we could potentially do? In the future as well, I will definitely produce some tutorial videos on this game as well. Basically show you how to play different aspects of the game, and etc, etc. Though I do not fully understand the game 100% myself, I feel fairly confident in the game. I do enjoy the Geode games, and they're definitely a different kind of game. It's definitely very interesting. There's a lot to think about, which is what I like. Okay, we're going to see a Battle of Tannenberg. I want another Tannenberg. Give me another Tannenberg. I could do with the Ottoman Empire well, sometime in the future as well. But Italy is the primary focus. If we take... well, if Italy joins the Central Powers, it will definitely swing it in our favour. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe in the future I can make some concessions to Italy by giving them... well, basically... Italy... well, the Central Powers and Italy kind of agreed that if Austria... well, if Italy was to remain neutral, they would gain territory from Austria, basically Istria and other Italian majority areas. The Austrians, of course, said no, and yeah, that didn't quite work out very well. Ah, brilliant, we're going to have our Battle of Tannenberg, Paul von Hindenburg, which is interesting because it actually was him. Okay, so let's see. He's a fantastic general as well, 653, he's absolutely incredible. Right, so apparently we're going to go into the enveloped flank. This battle plan will attempt to wrap around the enemy in a C shape, create an envelopment. Increase frontage, range, and assault attack, reduce enemy firepower and assault combat effectiveness. This plan has a bigger combat bonuses than other plans, but also has bigger penalties if countered. Okay, we're going to go for it. Oh yeah, this is going to be our Tannenberg. Don't tell me this was all of them. If this was all of the army, then I'm going to be kind of disappointed. Oh, good. Okay, so at least we're going to get quite a few out of this. Okay. Ah. We'll have to deal with this other army down here as well. But yeah, just look at this. It's going to be some catastrophic Russian losses here. Mr. Paul von Hindenburg. Okay. So for 7,790 German losses, we inflicted 34,000 casualties on the enemy. We have eliminated 36,000 men. We destroyed 100 pieces of artillery. We devastated this army. We've absolutely ruined this army. Which is fantastic. They're going to be quite on the back foot for a while. We do need our objectives as well, so we need to focus on that. Okay, ooh, good. Round 2. We're going to go for another envelopment at the flank. I'm not liking how this one turned out. I would have thought the cohesion loss would have lasted a lot longer, but we'll see. Hindenburg is a fantastic general as well. I will be happy when this battle ends. We are inflicting casualties on them, so that's quite good. Another couple thousand, which is pretty nice. Okay, so it seems like we are winning. Okay, a German defeat technically, that's not too good. We did lose quite a few more men there, but we did inflict some more casualties on the Germans. We've only lost some men, which we can replace. They've lost quite a lot of artillery as well, which is harder to replace. It's going to cost them a lot more to replace. But we did have a very good battle there. I don't know, we inflicted 50,000 plus casualties on the Russian army there. So that's going to buy us a lot of time for other armies to activate and for us to be able to organise ourselves effectively, which is fantastic. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and check on the alignments. Do I have to do this every goddamn time? No. Oh, they're not trying to persuade the Italians, which is good. That's going to definitely come up in my favour. Okay, let's try and get Romania in. How are we going with Belgium? They're very much on the ropes. The Netherlands, though, we could try and get the Netherlands in fairly nicely, which would be quite good. Agricultural aid. Chance of 1% alignment gain in Germany only if Atlantic blockade is in effect. Okay. Luxembourg. Oh, we do have the Hoffman decision again, interestingly. Excuse me. Interesting. Well, what I could do is... Strange. Bugger. Right. Well, we did exhaust quite a lot of the ammunition as well, which is impressive. Right. Okay. Right, then we'll have this army head back to Königsberg. Mr. Hindenburg. I'm going to try and finish off this army. I mean, if we can use this decision again, why not? Right, so we'll have them on the offensive. I believe he can do it. I think we can. How many men do we have here? So we have another 62,000 men here. So potentially we could do it. Which would be fantastic for us. That would be great. Fortress over here. 25 days. 4 days by this. So we could make it, we could reinforce our men. Actually, no, there's no point there. We'll just have him... Actually, no. We'll have this division head out over here. Okay. 12 days. Right. So that is a huge, huge force. Oh, hello there. You've made a mistake. Okay, let's take a look at supplies. We could definitely do a building some depots, which would be quite nice. I just love the fact that we managed to take this fortress. I'm just so happy about that. Okay. Now, how to proceed? We did capture some supply wagons, which is quite good for us. There we go. Yeah. Oh my god. Right, so we're going to build a depot here. So your ammunition is very low. Or the munitions anyway. Which is incredible. We're going to push on anyway with the second army to try and take Bern. 22 days regardless. That's fine. Okay. Right, so we have some reserve divisions, which I will send to the front actually, just to basically try and hold some of the towns on the front. The Alpine Corps. "13 days." Excuse me. Oh dear. Right, so we will retreat from that. Okay. Well, it's going to take us 17 days? Fucking kidding me? Can we even force march? No, I can't. God damn it. That's shite. Okay, we'll have to deal with that. We do have some guns available. I think these guns could actually be used well in the south. Then again. We do have a lot of fortresses to deal with over here, so I think we'll send these north then, to Poland. "10 days. Okay. We'll have you pull back. We are sieging the fortress. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to attack this here. If we can take Dubno, that'd be great. It should be fairly easy to take. That'll be one objective down. I'll have these men move on to Cowell. That'll be another objective. We have Lublin, which is a objective, of course. Which we'll send troops up to try and hold on to. Right. Capturing towns here. Do we have an army here already? I believe we do, yes. 120, okay. Do we have any... we just have medium artillery, okay. It's a size 3 fortress as well, so that's going to be very hard to deal with. So actually I could do with sending those guns up to Ivangrod. Okay, so it's going to take us 30 days regardless, but that will be worth it. Right, we'll leave this first army corps here to increase our military control of this area. Okay. They will deal with that. That's good. They may have one gigantic Russian army bearing down on me, but that's not going to matter too much. It's obviously going to hurt me, but we'll be able to deal with it. Historically, Russia did push into Galicia, but it was not able to dislodge Austro-Hungary from the war. It did cause incredible damage to the well, to the Central Powers in general. The Galician region was known as the Crownlands. It was a Crownlands region. But the thing was, Galicia was undervalued incredibly. It was a very, very agricultural, productive region. Accounted for quite a lot of the Central Powers food. I believe it's something like 1/5 of Austrian-Hungary's food. I could definitely try and find the quote in the book Ring of Steel and try and get some facts behind that. But this region here is incredibly important. It was a very, very important region. Well, as East Prussia for for Germany was not really, it wasn't really important. It was okay. It was obviously a loss, but it wasn't very bad, and the Russians were repulsed in the end. Okay, so if we could destroy this army, that would be fantastic. But I need to know what they're going to do. Okay. So I'm going to send another army corps here just to try and reinforce this area. This is basically... what kind of terrain is this? Oops. Okay. Wooded hills, that's good to know. This is basically mountains. Right. Again, good to know. Actually, we'll move this here. Okay. Right then. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and let me know if you like this. And until next time, you've been you, I've been me, whatever, and remember to subscribe. So until next time, guys, goodbye.